Wait, that's me. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Games with BK YouTube channel, and this is the Empire State University Dynasty Season 3. So if you're late to the party, I'm just going to get you caught up. So basically, last summer when College Football 26 dropped, me and a couple of my friends decided that we're going to do our own 3-person Dynasty League. We got a chance to do this a little bit in College Football 25. We wanted to bring it back for this iteration of the game, and we all decided that we're going to choose 1 or 2 star schools. My homeboy JC chose Northern Illinois. My other homeboy Paulie chose to play as the Bowling Green Falcons. And as for me, well, I decided I was going to go the team builder route. I created the Empire State Lions, a completely fictitious cupcake school based out of New York. These Empire State Lions are coached by Coach Clay Brown Sr. Coach Clay is actually based off of a fictional running back recruit that I recruited in one of the older NCAA football games some 20 years ago. As for his team, well, I kind of let the team builder website pre-generate whatever names they had for the cupcake template, and then I sprinkled in a little bit of my own creativity. Actually, I might be giving myself a little bit too much credit for the creativity. I mean, the starting quarterback is named Malik Wright Jr., and 2 of his receivers are Jason Pitts II and Derwin Davis II. Shout out to Pooch Hole. Some of the other players on the team do have somewhat of a creative backstory, at least for me personally. Like starting running back Clay Brown Jr. is obviously the legacy of Coach Clay Brown Sr., but he was the Road to Glory character I created in College Football 25. One of the backup running backs has the name of Eddie Wright Jr. I know there's a lot of juniors and seconds and legacy type players, but Eddie Wright was actually another running back recruit that I recruited in the same class as Clay Brown in that old NCAA football game from like the 05 or 06 edition. Names like James Ivey, the free safety, Shadon Biggs, the tight end, and Cam Teague, the running back, were recruits that I had in my Clay Brown Sr. Dynasty mode in College Football 25, names that I wanted to bring forth in this edition. I even named a couple of players after my league mates. We had running back King Paulie Jr. on the squad in year 1. He ended up transferring out and going to Bowling Green of all places in year 2. And our starting strong safety is Johnny Castle. So now you kind of understand the players, you understand a little bit of the background and how this team came together. Now we gotta rapid fire our way to the present. In year 1, we pretty much redshirted all of our freshmen. We did manage to get them in maybe 4 games worth of action so that we didn't kill the red shirt, and it was just a way to get them some game experience and for me to get used to playing with them. We actually finished the season with those players, making them starters, getting to a bowl game, but unfortunately we lost to the Cincinnati Bearcats, ending our first season at 6-7. Refrain from the jokes. Year 2 rolled around and I had a whole lot of reason for optimism. We got pretty decent off-season training boosts from the star players that we were going to lean on. We got some pretty decent transfers coming in, and all in all I thought, you know what? We can at least get back to 6 wins, probably hit 7, maybe at the high end hit 8, get to a higher profile bowl game, and then see what the program can do after that. We'll take off like a rocket. Did any of that stuff happen? Hell nah. My team went 5-7. 5-7. That, you know what that means? That means we did not qualify for a bowl game. We qualified for the Tidy Bowl, sponsored by Drano and Liquid Plumber. The season did start off a little optimistic. We played Paulie in a pretty fairly competitive game for like the first 3 quarters or so, and then things kind of just got a little out of hand. We actually got a real good win over the homie JC. Like, that was unexpected. We scored a lot of points. But then after that, we kind of had these ups and a whole lot of downs. And the quarterback play, namely my play using the quarterback, was kind of shaky. The wide receivers would get open in some games, and in other games, not so much. The offensive line, they would have some great blocking games and a running game for the most part. But in the pass protection, that kind of came and went. To defense now. The defense. we were starved for turnovers and starved for a legitimate pass rush, a consistent pass rush. Something that I feel like if we had that, the passing stats would have probably been a little more in line, but we were getting carved up because we can't really cover nobody with these damn corners that we had and the safeties that we had. Either they were too slow or they just were bad in coverage, and the bad combination of both with some of those players that we had out there, it was just kind of shaky. Then you had some moments that were completely freakish. I had never in my whole life playing these video games from way back in the day to now, I had never seen an extra point get blocked. You know what happened in one of them games this season? I had an extra point get blocked. I also had a missed field goal, get returned for a touchdown. I lost a game in overtime to Army on a passing play. Option ass Army beat us in overtime on a touchdown pass. I mean, in that same game, I made a whole lot of mistakes, but we gonna ignore that. But that game did effectively eliminate us from bowl game contention, because that was our 7th loss of the season, and it was ugly. But enough talking about the past and all them losses. We talking about season 3. Now, in the past, I probably would have put together some graphics showing a position by position breakdown and doing a whole Meet the Lion segment. I think I'm going to streamline some of the production stuff this season because editing is very hard and incredibly time consuming, especially if you don't have a team working for you the way that some of the big time YouTube content creators do. So instead of going through a whole position by position Meet the Lions type feature that I actually like doing in the past, I'm just going to talk about some of the key players and keep it pushing. And of course, you got to start with the starting quarterback. That's the most important position on the field, as the old cliche goes. And our quarterback is Malik Wright Jr. Very talented. Like, I can't even complain about the abilities. I can complain about me and my inability to really unleash him the way that maybe a more talented gamer could. But he has the mobility. He now has some improved accuracy. He has arm strength. He's not the tallest quarterback, but I feel like he has game-breaking potential if I can get the right offensive line play week to week. I think we can do major things with him. Now let's move on to another impact player, Clay Brown Jr., number 26, the running back. And honestly speaking, I feel like he's probably my team's offensive MVP, probably the most consistent player. Had little struggles in that true freshman year. We played him in some games, some limited action, but as his first full-time year in year 2 as a starter, man, he came alive with like 1,100 yards, a lot, like double-digit touchdowns, and I feel like I can run the ball against anybody with him as the focal point. Of course, I don't want to run him into the ground. I haven't even fully taken advantage of him as a pass receiver because I'm trying to develop that side of him. So hopefully this season we can expand the versatility of Clay Brown Jr. and hopefully that production leads to victories. Now for those pass catchers, I would say the 2 big play threats that we have are tight end Shadon Biggs and wide receiver Derwin Davis II. Both of those guys have that ability to chew up a bunch of yards after catch, the yak yardage. But the only problem is that I'm not able to really find these guys playing against certain defenses. The offensive line, they got to give us some more time to throw. Plus, I got to make better decisions throwing these passes. But those guys are the ones to watch. Of course, we got Danny Scudero as a potential target in the slot. We're bringing back Javon Moore off of a redshirt season, so we got some speed in the slot. But those 2 guys, Shadon Biggs, Derwin Davis, are the top receiving threats. I would say that Julius Tate is probably our best offensive lineman, but we don't have a strong line. We're kind of rebuilding this season, hoping that we can get some decent consistency. I think they'll be able to block the running game pretty well for us, but in terms of stopping the pass rush, I don't really have much faith in them. By extension, fullback Bud Bunny III can be a decent lead blocker, but there are a lot of sets where I don't even have a fullback on the field, and I kind of just go single back. And so he's one of these factors that I'm going to try to find a role for him in year 3 of this dynasty. Defensively, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be a year of a little bit of change. Gone is a player like Josh Townsend, who, although he was probably the best of a bad bunch in terms of pass rushers, but he was able to get to the quarterback a few times in certain games. We just need to generate that pressure on a more consistent basis with our defense. We brought in Solomon Amanfu as a linebacker, possible pass rush demon. We got Taj Coles, number 0, coming back for his 3rd season. He was a redshirt in year 1, and he never really turned into the pass rush specialist that I thought. He's probably the most athletic and the highest overall linebacker we got on the team, but he's a lurker type linebacker. Hopefully we could drop him into space, maybe make some tackles, and occasionally pick up some passes. But that's my dreams of turning him into a double-digit sack master are over, and we're trying to rely on other players to possibly generate that pass rush. Number 55, Trayvon Sly. Here's the interesting one. He's like a 65 overall player, but he's a key player for me because I want to develop him. He's a redshirt freshman who was a running back, came in to our program last season. We redshirted him because we were so full at the running back position. We have like 4 running backs ahead of him coming into this year, all of them with good speed. Trayvon Sly, with his size, like 6'1", 222 pounds, has excellent speed, but he was never going to play. So I was like, you know what, let me get some speed on the defensive side, and hopefully we could turn him into something, and that's what we're doing with him. He's a project type player, but he's a key player and a player that we're going to get a lot of playing time for, so he's one to watch. Mason Goldman is probably the only player on that defensive line with the experience to really help us right away, but we have some freshman players that we really want to develop, especially in the interior, hoping we can generate a pass rush up the middle at some point. I got a love-hate relationship with this secondary because I really like the individual parts. Like, I like James Ivey. He's been the defensive MVP for me, getting some big interceptions, some big tackles on possessions. But overall, we haven't really stopped anybody from throwing the ball on us. And the same thing that I can say about James Ivey and how much I like him, I can say the same thing about Johnny Castle, the strong safety. I can say the same thing about DeMarvin Holland, who I really want to turn into a big play corner. Probably not going to happen. But then we have the other players that are filling out the rest of the secondary, and it's just kind of lacking. But the ones to really watch are going to be DeMarvin Holland and James Ivey, both coming into their redshirt sophomore seasons. They're the ones with and James and Johnny Castle, I would say. Those are the ones that have the best potential to really help us. We had Waller, the backup free safety, who's going to see more playing time, so I can kind of move James Ivey around. He has enough speed to possibly stay on the field. We got to find better defensive schemes to try to prevent teams from just picking us apart and running past us. All right, so now we're moving ahead. There's some changes this season. The conferences are a little bit different, and we added another user to the franchise mode here, or the dynasty mode here. So first things first, after our seasons ended last year, we decided, hey, let's go ahead and change conferences. When I say we, I mean I was still a little hesitant, but the other 2 partners, JC and Paulie, they were like, yo, let's step up the competition. The 2 of them were in the MAC conference. They were pretty much going back and forth for the conference championship in the first 2 seasons of this dynasty. They were able to pretty much dominate their conference. I was struggling. I was middle of the tier, middle of the pack in the American Conference, so for me to move up was kind of scary. But we decided to move to the Big 12 Conference, and we ended up first removing the bottom 4 teams because I wanted to bring Fillmore State along with us. Fillmore State coming from the American Conference, also a team builder team. I don't think I mentioned that before, and they're my fictitious rival for the Empire State University squad. So we brought them along with us, but then Paulie has a friend that he plays NBA 2K with. That friend also plays College Football 26, and we're going to welcome aboard T-Mix. T-Mix taking over Hawaii. Hawaii joined the Big 12 with us, and so now we have this kind of like mega conference with 2 different divisions. Unfortunately, I didn't know that basically you're only going to play your divisional rivals in the conference schedule, and then you play the other side in the bowl game, because I wanted to be able to play Fillmore State again, and that may not happen. But yeah, I'm in the same half of the division with Paulie. Meanwhile, Fillmore State, JC, and T-Mix are in the other half of the Big 12. Alright, so it's game day. Army versus ESU. This is a little bit of a revenge game. Not a little bit, a lot of bit of a revenge game. They knocked us out of bowl contention at the end of season 2. And that hurt, man. We got beat by a touchdown pass in overtime from Army. So we got to try to get some payback. Yo, we could have used this performance last season. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, I'm not happy to win it right now, but damn, we could have used this performance out of the defense, especially last season at the end of the year. Like, that pass rush, where did that come from? We got to the quarterback seemingly at will. I didn't think we could do that. I didn't think we could sack quarterbacks. I thought that was against the rules, the way how we was playing last year. But yeah, good performance out of the defense. Of course, it's Army. They're not really known for a big passing attack, but it was also Army last season who beat us on a passing play in overtime. I'm never going to forget that. But anyway, Clay Brown Jr. had a good game. Malik Wright had a very efficient game. The highlight for me was that little spin move that Shadon Biggs had on his touchdown reception, where he just kind of hit that circle button on the PlayStation, or that B button on the Xbox that I have right now, and then made that guy slip, hit the end zone, touchdown, looking like a future Hall of Famer. And of course, that touchdown, not the touchdown run, but the big yard pickup for Clay Brown Jr. We kind of just sidestepped some defenders and picked up like an extra 5-6 yards after that. So he's gonna have a good performance this season, because he felt like he got robbed in the whole Doak Walker award list. He could have put that man in the top 10 at least. We coming for that number 1 spot this year. So that's the end of week number 1. We got a win on the board, nice little revenge. And then in week number 2, we got Cincinnati. And I got a little long memory as it relates to Cincinnati. And forget about that bowl game. Thanks for checking out this video, and if you got some time, check out some of the other content that we have on the Games with BK YouTube channel.
Wait, that's me.